Gran Torino. In the season's final lap, Jannik Sinner's engine goes full throttle. The hometown hero takes back-to-back titles at the year-end championship. The Italian overcomes Carlos Alcaraz for the second time this year to add another twist to this tremendous rivalry. Come on in to our Tennis Channel studio, powered by Verizon. Steve Weissman back in between Hall of Famer Jim Courier and Mark Petchey. This is what it came down to, 1 versus 2. We know Alcaraz was going to finish at number 1, but who was going to take the last title? We'll send you back out to the arena for the full trophy presentation. But Petch, we're watching this match closely. What's your reaction?
Wafer thin. It's just great to be at the genesis of really a generational kind of rivalry that we're going to enjoy. Two great talents out there, and every single time they play, it is wafer thin margins. You look at Roland Garros with the championship points for Sinner, and you look at today, just the little nuances. Didn't necessarily serve as well as he would have liked behind his first serve, but found other ways to keep Alcaraz at bay.
Yeah, I mean, it was a terrific contest, right? No breaks of serve in the opening set, the tiebreaker, lots of twists and turns, and you see how much it means to them. You see the nerves come into play. Sinner able to get that breaker, and then he lets his guard down. And now Alcaraz, even though he's injured, has got a lead, and he's running with it. So there are lots of storylines to it, but ultimately we're the winners because we get to watch these two compete, and it's a beautiful thing.
Broken for the first time all tournament, but still didn't drop a set. That's back-to-back years that he wins this title without dropping a set.
Yeah, big petition from all the other teams to get this thing out of Turin and get it somewhere else in the world, huh? Because these are conditions, and Jim and I were talking about it yesterday, obviously Steve here at TC Live. These are the perfect conditions. Take the Italian fans out of it. Even if you were to put this sort of stadium with a little bit of altitude anywhere in the world with a roof over the top of it, I still think this suits Jannik's style of play, and it makes it much harder for everybody else, despite how well Carlos played from the back of the court today.
31 in a row indoors. Hasn't lost since Djokovic back in 2023.
Is Johnny Mac getting nervous?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have like 45? Is that
Johnny
the number?
did it over like 10 years. Like.
Yeah. Still count it, but it's just remarkable what he's doing. And just to underscore, when you're playing this tournament, that's 10 consecutive wins in this tournament against top 8 players. I mean, it's just absurd the level that he's been bringing to it. Without dropping a set, it's amazing, and he's going to finish the year feeling awfully good about himself, and I think this match was a real tipping point for how he would view his offseason. He'll now, I would expect, feel good about the changes and all the work that they've been making, although the serve didn't behave today the way it has been behaving otherwise this fall. But he gets to put his head on the pillow and go, all right, I got him in a match, and it meant a lot.
It certainly did. Had lost 7 of the last 8 to Alcaraz. We showed all the numbers. Against everybody else, he's a world beater. But against Carlos Alcaraz, that was his kryptonite. You agree this means so much for Jannik Sinner heading into the offseason?
I do, because I think it means something in terms of the tactics, because that's what it's going to boil down to with these two every single time that they play, is the fact that they've got to get the tactics right, because they're both going to put their hands on these trophies, and getting past each other is going to determine who picks up the most of these throughout the course of their career. And I thought that Jannik did a nice job on his second serve today, even though, as Jim rightly says, the first serve wasn't behaving as it should have done today. I thought he protected his second serve much better than he did at the US Open. And again, partly due down to the conditions being a little quicker, the ball jumping onto Carlos, who was trying to sort of manufacture the right return position. I never really felt like he thought he was in the right place.
Yeah, that was key. And one thing that I kept watching closely for is how often Alcaraz was able to get forehands, and the chances of him winning the point when he's hitting a forehand versus a backhand is like 3 to 1.
Yeah.
His backhand was a shot that missed finally on match point, but he had about 7 or 8 forehands before that. Eventually, Jannik got it over there. Carlos has a great backhand, but I think the backhand-to-backhand battle is going to be won largely by Sinner. He's more consistent with that shot. Carlos is so quick to get around it. It makes it a thrill ride. Just to watch for that one component is awesome.
It is a thrill ride. We'll get you back out to the arena for the trophy presentation. So much to discuss in this match. We saw Carlos Alcaraz hampered by the injury, took a medical timeout. How much did that contribute to this?
I mean, it has to have done. There's no doubt that he wasn't moving quite as well as we've become accustomed to seeing Carlos move on the court. And obviously, when you're managing that, it feels as though you probably got to go a little bit bigger in some of the rallies than he would have liked to. But I don't really want to take too much away from Jannik today. I don't think it was the defining reason that he went down. He still had opportunities even with that.
All right, let's